Hey guys, welcome back to another episode. Mabi here. Now, GTA released, or sorry, announced their price the other day about what they're selling the game for. There's been a lot of speculation, and that sort of deserves its own video. But essentially, it's a quick summary. It's going to release $79.99 for the regular edition and $99.99 for the deluxe edition, which you just get like some extra cosmetics and stuff like that, which is completely fine. The topic of this video is, along with the announcements that, the prices are this set price, they're also saying that they are going to release the game without any sort of physical disc. Now, they did say that they're going to release a physical box, but basically it's going to be a box with just the code in. Now, that's literally no reason to even buy that. You could basically just print your own label and artwork, and you can purchase like a lot of those DVD cases, and you can just slip that piece of paper in, and you've got the same thing that you could have got at a store. So why do I want to talk about this today? What's the reason? What's going on? So I have been collecting, as you can see back here, for a very long time. I have a lot of the stuff that I've had since I was a kid, the Super Nintendo stuff up there, and a lot of stuff that I've been collecting throughout my life once I started to become an adult and I started to get my own job, my own money. A lot of the PS2 stuff, a lot of the Dreamcast stuff, there's a lot of things I purchased myself because they were games that I played back in the day, or they were games that I wish I could, but never got my hands on. So collecting back in the early 2010s, it was very lucrative in grabbing all the stuff because it was very cheap. And then a couple of years later, it started to increase in prices. People really wanted to get into the retro things and basically resell it. But basically, I'm collecting available when it's available, not consistently, just whenever. Primarily Super Nintendo, PS2, Dreamcast, GameCube, GBA stuff, and that retro stuff. For the modern stuff, I am buying only Switch 2 games. Now, games, right? So here's the deal. Here's the thing with the Switch games, right? I still buy games on Steam, even though it's digitally, because a lot of games you can only get on there, like a lot of the indie games. But basically, also, I buy PlayStation exclusives. However, with that specific PlayStation exclusive, I only have the console that came without the disc drive. So as soon as that came out, I made a decision there. I will buy digitally the PS5 exclusive that I want to play and review. However, I will not buy the physical because I literally can't play it. What the hell? I even bought this Star Fox remake that came out today. And basically, Nintendo is halfway of digital only as well. You open this thing up, and it's just the cards. Well, it's in my Switch right now, but here, Yoshi, and the Mysterious Book. It comes with literally nothing in here and just the cart. Now, some games, I will give them, some games might have something in here. For example, God, is there even anything I have here? Pocopia, I put my freaking thing in here, but it came with like some extra code and stuff like that. But basically, Nintendo has game carts. Now, a lot of people really hated on the game carts, and I do as well. It's basically a cart that acts as a game key download license, but you can still kind of transfer it to other people and sell it off if you need to in the future. But basically, it's still better than selling a box with nothing in it but the code. At least with this tiny physical thing, you can look at, you can eat it, but it has something, right? It's something that you can't really replicate. But if it's just the box, just print out the artwork, right? That sort of thing. So I'm basically saying that thanks to GTA 6, because it is the biggest, it's going to be the biggest unprecedented game coming out very soon. It's the end of physical gaming media in terms of like disc, and who knows, maybe even carts. Nintendo might end up going that way in the future. I think it's going to take a couple of years, but all the large releases, the major huge releases, there's going to be like the tiny stuff that they put on a disc for fun. Like they're going to put it as like a little fun collector's thing. But like the basic regular thing, walking into a GameStop or Best Buy to get actual things with discs, it's gonna go away very soon, because the biggest game release of all time, GTA 6, is doing away with the physical copies. But the reason is why. Some might just simply say, it's the future. The future is now, old man, 2026. I think they've been seeing trends in a lot of people just not buying physical stuff anymore. I really try to buy it if possible. It's for the I know, I hate to say it, but it might just be for the older crowd and, like myself. I do take pride in owning every single piece of media behind me. Each disc, each cartridge behind me holds different memories when I look at them, when I talk about them. It's different from scrolling through my Steam library, which has thousands of games. Yes, thousands of them. A lot of them are review keys, thank God. But I just finished, like, I didn't know GTA was gonna do this. A couple of days ago, I just finished recording a Super Nintendo video talking about my whole physical game collection. I'm showing them all, giving my thoughts on the games, telling you about my stories of how I got them, the state of the cartridge. It was like, it's a lot of memories, and I really, really like that. But I truly believe that all of these physical collecting, it's probably just an old way of thinking about games. Once again, the PS5 launched with the no disc version, and honestly, I would have gotten the disc drive version, but it was really hard to get at the time, and I was only able to get the non-disc one. So I was like, screw it, I'm just gonna physically collect for the Switch 2. So the Switch 1, Switch 2 at the time. So that's basically what happened. I'm eBaying mostly the retro stuff as well. So I think, because all the other companies will definitely take part of this in the future, but I think it's really, really important that you realize that you don't own a lot of these digital games. They can cut the service at any time and you will no longer have access in the future. We've seen this in the past with the Nintendo DS shops and the Xbox 360 arcade stores. They go down, and all of those is lost physical and digital media. A lot of people, made big deal about it. They're scrambling to download and upload them to keep them safe, to preserve it. Guess what? I have all the stuff preserved behind me already. And yeah, you can say in the future, like, the disc will not last forever. Cartridges will not last forever. Well, I'll tell you, it's much more easier to try to keep these alive, because these are backup copies. You can keep uploading and uploading into a place. But if a website or a server goes down that officially hosts these things, they're gone. But basically, also, I think, and this might be really, really smart on Rockstar anyway, it's their way of controlling how their game is released anyway and updated. So basically, I think you're not going to see any more of the, oh, it fell off a truck, type of copy, and then you see people playing like a week early. I believe Tears of the Kingdom, which was one of the huge last Zelda games to come out, like, someone got it a week early. They were streaming it on like their YouTube and Twitch, and then they got like banned and copyrighted. And I don't know what happened to them, but we're probably not going to see stuff like that unless an internal sort of employee kind of leaks like a copy of the game. But basically, with no physical versions, there are going to be no inferior bug-filled versions out there preserved. Basically, they can go ahead and update the game to their will, and everyone will be on the same page, assuming they connect to the internet, to play the game. But yeah, I want to talk about that. There was this store recently called Video Game Plus, who put out a statement saying they will not be stocking GTA physically. So here's what they have to say. So this is from VGP themselves. For nearly 40 years, VGP has been committed to supporting physical media and preserving the value of physical game ownership, wrote VGP. As part of that commitment, our company policy is that we do not carry physical products for video game consoles that only contain a digital download code, hence the box, the new GTA box coming with just a code. Based on the information currently available, the physical release of GTA 6 for the PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X is expected to be a code in-box product. As a result, VGP will not be offering it for sale under our current company policy. Now, I think it was this store, and then one more other store said, exactly that. But the thing is, though, the only good thing that's coming out of it is those stores are going to get a little bit more eyes on them, a little bit more publicity, because, the story's kind of breaking. But honestly, everyone's going to fall in line. I think it's much more easier for companies to not go out of their way to print boxes in the future, to not make disc, to not put them on cartridges, send them out so people can break, release date, street dates, and just make it all digitally so they can control it more. Especially with like pirating stuff. If there's physical stuff, you might find hacks in older games, right? That like hacks an older disc that allows them to circumvent the Switch or whatever in order to people to download ROM copies, illegally and upload them, etc. So there's also that huge incentive for pirating as well. If they control whatever is being downloaded, you can keep patching and patching and patching and doing all that stuff. So yeah, this is insane, but it really truly is like this point in time, because this is the biggest game. It's gonna make billions of dollars over the course of its lifetime, just because of GTA Online. How of GTA 5, how much money online made. GTA 6 is online. When that launches later, a couple of weeks or months after, which I'm excited to try out, it's going to make so much money that whatever decision they do, and I'm glad they didn't release the standard edition at $100. I made a video, but I didn't upload it. Well, I was talking on stream, and someone asked me what I thought the prices were. I was like, oh yeah, it's probably gonna be like 80 or 100. I wouldn't be surprised if it was 100. I would still buy it for 100. Thank God it wasn't 100, because if it was, a lot of people might follow suit in that regard as well. Holy crap, I think $80 is the max it should be, and that should be a triple A highly licensed game like GTA. Freaking Mario Kart World, oh my god. But anyway, yeah, that's just what I wanted to talk about. So I have an upcoming video talking about my Super Nintendo collection, and if I really like editing it and I feel the need to, I'll probably talk about any other thing in the past, but any other thing I have here. But in the future, what I want to do is I want to go through all of my physical game collections. I want to play and record myself going through all of it, and then I want to put a video here for you guys, a review talking about that game, talking about the memories, talking about my experiences playing it for the very first time and playing it again. And then of course I'm going to upload the full playthrough on the MabiVsGames 2 channel, where we put all of our Let's Plays. So I hope you guys are excited for that. I did that recently with a game called Evolution, The World of Sacred Device for the Dreamcast. That was a game I played back in the day, and I reacquired the disc again, and I played it on stream, and it was a blast. Had a great time going through it. I made a video talking about it, so I'm very, very happy with that video, and I want to do that again with almost everything back here. So everything physically, I want to turn into a video one day, so we'll see. Just so keep it alive. So thanks for watching. Let me know what you guys think about the whole debacle there. You collect there, maybe not. Maybe it takes up too much room, too much money. Maybe you never collected in the past. It was never your mindset. But for me and other collectors, it's a shame. But that's it. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.